sing of our love, just we two in a dream, in a dream world of love. Tell me you love me, you love me forever, and we two will share our dream world of love. The angels above, they sing of our love, just we two in a dream, in a dream, in a dream world of love.
All right. Good morning, America. We're live.
Good morning, man. We've stayed up a long time. Have we gone round the clock?
We've been up all night.
Or good evening, America. My bad.
Folks, we're here live with you tonight. We're hoping we're coming right into your living room or your kitchen or wherever you're at. We have got a great show for you tonight. I'm here with a great talent and a great friend of mine, Mr. Nick Leland. Nick,
Thank you for having me.
welcome to
Mr.
Jim
Casey.
Casey Live at the, man, we got a good crowd out there. Listen to that. We have been having such a great time the last 6 weeks doing these shows, and we've had a lot of people showed their appreciation by letting us know with their messages and other things. Matt, what do you hear from everybody out there?
Well, we want to send a special thank you out to all these people that have sent in their support. Diane Keister, William
Diane
Miller,
Keister.
Sandra Hippen,
Sandra Hippen.
Craig
Woo,
Hunt.
woo. Who?
Craig Hunt,
Yeah.
Mike McCarville,
Wow.
Levi Wheeler, Mark McGuire.
Hey, Mark.
And Matt, there's some more on there, but that was just from last week, and we really appreciate it, everybody. You've been so kind, and we've been able to keep this going and giving everybody something to look forward to on every Wednesday night, right in the middle of the week. And I'm so happy to have Nick Leland here with us. We played together for, and I have to say it again, since Nick was 18. Sat on your porch, your folks weren't even sure if I should let him go, but I think you were pretty much on your own by then.
So it's been about 5 years.
About 5 years ago when Nick was 18. And we've written songs together, and we played all over this United States, and toured together and recorded quite a bit together here in Nebraska and Nashville. And I'm going to start off the show tonight with a song that Nick probably doesn't remember himself. He may, but he wrote it, and it's a great song. I've been doing this for a long time. I may make you have to say the words, Nick. But this is a little tune that I really love. Let's see. Oh, man, I'm in the wrong key already, Nick.
We're
in the
trouble.
key of E.
We're in trouble.
Nick wrote this song. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Put the capo back on.
I didn't like that one either.
Okay. Yeah. You learn to drink with the gleam in your eye. Ashtrays are full, so am I. You learn to love her in a very special way. You put her in the cupboard, save it for a rainy day. I'm married to the bottle. It's the bottom of the top side of the world. I'm married to the bottle. Maybe I should have married some young girl. Well, I woke up to a smiling cup of blackberry brandy. I put it away someplace nearby. I knew someday it would come in handy. Why am I sitting here and crying? I'm married to the bottle. It's the bottom of the top side of the world. I'm married to the bottle. Maybe I should have married some young girl. Hey. Married to the bottle. And we
Good
may
job,
have a
Jim.
little fling.
Good job.
Thank you, Nick.
For not knowing it.
For not knowing it, what key it was in. And you know what else, Nick? We're not gonna marry ourselves to the bottle, but we may have a little fling here in just a little while. I see you've already got your.
I did. I'm drinking
brought a
a beer
shock top.
beverage.
Top.
Hop top.
A shock top.
Or as one guy called them, hydraulic sandwiches.
That's what it is, huh? All right. I see we got our engineer crawling around on the floor over here. We're here with great company tonight. Mr. Matt Casey is our engineer. And all right, great job, Matt. Thank you so much. Once in a while, we got to crawl around on the floor to get things set, but we do her. And we're going to do a little song right now that Nick also was in on this.
You and I both.
You and I recorded this
In
song.
fact, you know how old this is? Would be Jim,
No, I don't, Nick.
because it was about the time that Jesse was born. However old Jesse is.
Your daughter, Jessie.
No, you're Jesse.
My daughter, Jessie, was born at that same time.
How old is she now?
I'm not
You're
gonna
gonna
say how
embarrass
old-
yourself now. You won't know.
I'm not going to say how old
But
she is.
anyway,
I
it's
never
fairly
tell how
old.
old a lady is.
it's fairly old.
But we've done this a long time ago. We recorded this, probably recorded this
Jesse.
in the 80s in Nashville or around 90s. No, she wasn't born then. Your daughter was born
We
then.
wrote it at your house on Lincoln.
Yeah, we did. And I'm talking about On Susan's Floor.
Oh,
We're talking about two different songs here.
You've skipped about 3 songs ahead,
I
Jim.
thought we were doing.
Didn't you
Walking My
tell me
Ladies
to
Away.
skip that song on ahead? I think you did told me to skip on up to this song. We're going to do it anyway. This is a song that my great buddies Vince Matthews and Shel Silverstein wrote. And I was the one that did the demo for it, and it was been recorded over and over and over by everybody from Waylon, Hank Jr., a lot of people. And Nick and I cut a version of this at Jack Clement's recording studio in the Cowboy Spa.
Cowboy Arms and Spa.
The Cowboy Arms and Spa, and it was produced by the great late Jack Clement, and we recorded this. It's on one of our albums, and so we'd like you to look for this little song called On Susan's Floor. It goes like this. Like crippled ships that made it through a storm and finally reached a quiet shore. The homeless found a home on Susan's floor. I didn't feel so cold and tired, stretched out before the fire, rolling smokes and drinking up her wine. And I remember candlelight, singing till we couldn't sing no more, then falling warm asleep on Susan's floor. In the morning I'd go on, buying kingdoms with my songs, knowing I'd be back in just a while, feeling in the sunshine of her smile. Like crippled ships that made it through a storm and finally reached a quiet shore. The homeless found a home on Susan's floor. Well, now that my songs are sweeter, Lord, I'd love to greet her and thank her for the favors that she gave. A stranger I came, my head bowed in the rain to her door. I sat and sang my songs on Susan's floor. In the morning I'd go on, buying kingdoms with my songs, knowing I'd be back in just a while, a healing in the sunshine of her smile. Like crippled ships that made it through a storm and finally reached a quiet shore. The homeless found a home on Susan's floor.
All right, that's a good one.
Oh man, that is a good one. That takes me back. Nick's one of the greatest guys in the studio to record with. I loved it. Everything we did was great, and we got to work with some fantastic musicians doing these songs, and that's what was so much fun about it. And I think we're going to pop into a little song. Hey, I do have to say that song was written by about a real live person, and that's the late Sue Brewer. Sue Brewer in Nashville, and Sue was one of the barmaids and managed a place called the Country Corner down there, or the Tally-Ho Tavern it was called. And after hours, many of guys, songwriters, didn't have a place to live or to stay. Sue Brewer would let them sleep on her floor. And guys like Chris Christopherson and Vince Matthews and Shel Silverstein and many, many more. So this, Sue, you're up there in heaven. God bless you, and your son, Mike, we love you.
Well, you know, since we changed the whole thing of everything, we're going to go ahead and have some drinks right now.
Let's drink early.
Let's drink early. Matt, are you on there? What are we having?
Just save that shot there for later. Well, that's yours.
All
I'll
right.
take this one. I'm good with this here.
You guys get 2 shots.
I'll just set her right down.
Man, now what else we
Set her
got?
down there, Matt.
Go ahead. Just take
That'll go over here to Jimbo,
That'll be Jim's.
That'll be yours.
and that'll be Nick's.
Hey.
Oh man.
All right. Yeah.
Matt, I believe this evening we're having some of Jim Brozik's bourbon.
That's right. This is Jim Brozik's bourbon right here.
I'm going with the big
Jim's
one.
last run right here.
Cheers to Jim.
Jim's last run. See, that's good.
Yeah.
That is good.
Isn't that good? Bourbon's supposed to taste nasty, eh? This is
Not nasty.
not nasty. It is smooth.
Small batch, they call that. Small
Jim's
batch.
a small batch,
Small batch.
very small batch, and his last batch before
Oh,
he
what?
passed away. That's his last batch.
That's almost sacred.
Lord, we thank you for all these friends that we have, and we're so happy for all of them. We hope they're thinking about us as they're watching.
We got 2 Jessies watching right now. We got Nick's daughter, Jessie, watching.
Come on.
And we got Jim's daughter, Jessie, watching.
Wow, hey, we two daughter
Yay,
Jessies.
2 Jessies.
Yay.
2 Jessies in one night.
We love you
Don't
both.
make me do that. Oh, I won't do it.
Why don't we do a little song that we wrote together, Nick?
All right.
I'm
let's
kind
do
of
it.
got a buzz on, and from that little bit of a shot. Just a little bit.
Give me a
feel it?
minute. I think I'll have it too. But anyway.
Hey, this is a little song that we wrote
Ooh, looky here.
together back in Nashville, and recorded it down there. And actually, we recorded this with, did we record this with the Lightning Band? No. No, we didn't.
don't know.
I don't know. We don't even remember who we recorded it, but we really did.
Actually, there's a great live cut of this on the Blue Oasis album and also the Daylight Straight Ahead album.
Do you know what
live.
song we're doing?
Walking My Blues Away.
Okay.
Is that what we're doing?
I didn't know. Okay, we did
It all
record
fits in
this
there.
with the Lightning Band. And,
It's all
and I've
working
got
out.
to tell you, not only the Lightning Band, which would be Randy Falder and Nick Leland, Jim Casey, Tom Bozen,
Tom Bozen.
Greg Goodman, and also on this record was Dwayne Eddy and
Jim Horn.
and Jim Horn on
Who played
Walking
horn?
My Blues Away. And I'm not sure who recorded this. Let's do it anyway. In the key of E, Nick?
That would be good. I think. I think so.
Boom, two, boom, boom.
I'm staying out all night long, looking for a party
Yeah.
or whatever's going on. Well, it might be midnight, it might be 3. If you're looking for a good time, come along with me.
Yeah. And
If there's anything going on, we might turn the whole town down. We'll be leaving behind just to stay, walking my blues away, walking my blues away. I know a place down by the riverside. You can throw away your troubles when you walk inside.
uh-huh.
Jim and they're making music, singing all night long. Makes you feel so good, you just got to carry on.
Oh, carry on.
And if there's anything going on, we might turn the whole town down. We'll be leaving behind yesterday, walking my blues away. I'm walking my blues away. Woo. You can take it to the city
Yeah.
where the bright lights glow. You can take it to the country, oh, where the 4 winds blow. I'm packing up my troubles. I ain't never looking back, no.
Don't look back.
Taking it oh so easy, walking along the tracks. And if there's anything going on, we might turn the whole town down. We'll be leaving behind yesterday, walking my blues away. I'm walking my blues away. I'm walking my blues away, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm walking my blues away. I'm walking my blues away. I'm walking my blues away, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm walking my blues away.
Man, after that shot, I'm kind of wobbling a little bit.
You
That's
know-
all right.
Somebody else that cut that song was Jesse Casey.
Jesse Casey cut Walking My Blues Away, and Nick Leland has cut that. And I recorded a couple different versions of it. So we love that song, and we're going to love this next one if I can figure out what it's. I think this is a little song we're finally up to one you and I wrote. And you may have to tell them about this, Nick.
Well, Jim, are you doing?
I'm up to Snookeroo, I believe.
Ooh.
Yeah. This is a little song that.
Do you want me to play bass on the other song that we did?
I think we'll just stay on guitar. Oh, wait a minute. We haven't moved to guitar yet, have we?
haven't.
Do we have another bass song for you?
Well, that is all of them. Isn't it?
Well, let's switch around.
All right, all part of the show, folks.
All part of the show. It's show business.
Thank you, Matt.
And Nick's going to grab his guitar.
I'll get it for you.
And while Nick's getting the guitar, Matt is helping him. I'm going to have another little sip. Nick, would you like a little sip here?
Just let me get hooked up here. And Matt, if you don't mind, hit that in there. You go ahead. You go ahead. I'm going to get ready. Yeah. You go. You go. I'm going to try to figure out. Let's see. Oh,
Woo! This is a little song called Snookeroo. And it's about a girl we know and we met who was not only beautiful and hot looking, she was a hot pool player, snooker. She would play you for the money and she'd sucker you right on in, and she was so good looking. And Nick had an experience with her, and I want him to tell you about it right now.
Well, it was a relationship that didn't last that long. Another broken relationship. No, trying to think of how it starts. No. Okay. Let's send this out to Shorty and Lisa Johnson.
I think so.
Shorty, you're the man. Lisa, you're the woman.
And Shorty, you got the bill. You got the table.
And he
down
has a
there.
snooker table.
You
He's
got-
one of the only guys probably around the area
That has a real snooker table.
That's the big one.
All right.
Well, she was born in Cincinnati, learned to shoot pool from her daddy. Well, I met her up in Omaha. She played the best. Oh, she beat them all. Well, I never played a game I thought I'd lose. Well, I never should have bet, but then I never met a bull-shooting woman like you. Ooh, snookeroo, I'll play it for the money. Snookeroo, I'll play it for it all. Snookeroo, come back, honey. Snookeroo, don't make me crawl. Saturday night, down at the hall, the joint was smoking, racquetballs. Snookeroo, in her high-heeled shoes, she's dressed to kill with custom cues. Come on, baby, you know it's the moment of truth. Well, there's no doubt we're gonna find out who's been hustling who. Snookeroo, I'll play it for the money. Snookeroo, I'll play it for it all. Snookeroo, come back, honey.
like the
Turn the music up a little louder. Money or love, you name the stakes. You toss the coin, girl. Who's gonna break? Well, she bent low, looked down the queue. I lost control. Ooh, what a view. She winked at me, a smile on her face. She ran the table when she bagged the eight. Snookeroo, I'll play you for the money. Snookeroo, I'll play you for it all. Snookeroo, come back, honey. Snookeroo, the queen of 8-ball. Well, snookeroo, snookeroo. Well, snookeroo, snookeroo.
I love you, Snookeroo. Every time you get that pool cue back there and you bend low, my God. No wonder she beat us every time.
What of you?
Nick, let's have a little toast to each other. And everybody out there, thank you, Mr. Matt Casey. I couldn't remember your name. This is some strong stuff.
I forgot my son's name.
And we've got Amy Lou here tonight. Amy Lou, thank you for being here tonight, helping. She's our makeup artist. That's why we look so good. We got all this makeup on. Yeah. All right, let's go on and move on. Here's a little tune. Another one Nick and I wrote. A little bit different version. We did an R&B version of it. And I'm not sure we're going to do that, but we're going to do her anyway. A song that we recorded back in the day with the Lightning Band called One Woman Loving One Man. Goes like this. Well, did you ever love a woman? Have you ever loved a man? Did you tell her that you need her? She'll give you all that you can. And in the midnight when you're lonely, she's right there holding your hand. That's when you know that you got it. One woman's loving one man. Did you ever get the feeling that you can make it alone? Just when you think that you don't need her, that woman's done up and gone. And in the midnight when you're lonely, you need her holding your hand. That's when you know that you got it. One woman loving one man. One woman's loving, one woman's loving, one woman's loving one man. One woman's loving, one woman's loving, one woman's loving one man. Midnight when you're lonely, she's right there holding your hand. That's when you know that you got it. One woman's loving one man. One woman's loving, one woman's loving, one woman's loving one man. Hey, hey, yeah. One woman's loving, one woman's loving, one woman's loving one man. Tell you about it. One woman's loving, one woman's loving, one woman's loving one man. Oh yeah, yeah. one woman loving up on one man.
Oh, man.
Well, thank you. We got a hot bunch up here tonight. We are hot tonight, man. I'll tell you. Here's a little song that I want Nick to do. We haven't done. Did we do Love in Limbo yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think we have. This is another fun song. We're waiting for Matt Casey. Do we have the limbo stick?
You know,
The limpo stick, as Bob Letheby calls it, the limpo stick.
we'd like to see
So we
everybody.
get liposuction.
If you got a camera or something, get the limbo stick out in the living room and then send us your videos of you
There you
limboing.
go.
And
We
if
wanna
we
see
play
it.
your video, we're going to send you 2 of Jim Casey's finest CDs. We'll get your address and we're going to send them. We're going to start giving out prizes. We're not going to show any nude pictures on here, but
It wasn't this week with the Corvette, was it?
no, the Corvette we're giving away in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Hey, speaking of 2 weeks, next Wednesday night, a week from tonight, we'll have our good friend Bob Hupp will be a special guest on our Wednesday night show, and I'll be on his show in the next couple weeks too. So want you to tune in next week, Bob Hupp, and let's do this little song, Nick. Nick and I, we had a lot of time we had to pass, and we started limboing. You got where you could really get down low.
I used to. I'm not as good at limbo as I used to be.
But you were really good,
I
Nick.
was a lot thinner then.
You were, and you were
I
known
could get down
for.
to about that. Well, maybe.
He could get down there. He could get under there.
They used to call him Nick the Limbo Stick.
That's right. That's where I got my name.
Nick the limbo
Stick.
stick. And I might have one more sip before we go.
We might need it.
It's a little song that we love called Love is in Limbo. Sending this out to little Joe up in heaven. He's got his fishing pole up there right now sitting on a cloud. All right, Nick, let's do her.
She was a dancer in a limbo band. I fell in love as she danced in the sand. I followed her home and knocked on her door. And we went for a walk down by the shore. We ended up in a coconut grove. I tried to kiss her, but she said no. Love is in limbo. Well, I work all day in the copper mines. I dance all night in her limbo line. I hold her close and she drinks my rum. I want to be with her when the morning comes. I take her hand and I beg her to stay, but she don't want no more from Montego Bay. Love is in limbo. Oh, love is in limbo. I don't know why I need that woman so, but never have I seen a lady limbo so low. Love is in limbo. That limbo girl is now mine alone. We have 3 children in a bamboo home. She keeps me strong with the chicken and rice, so I can bring home the money for this paradise. Tonight I'll swim in her deep blue sea, and she don't want to limbo with nobody but me. Love is in limbo. Oh, love is in limbo. I don't know why I need that woman so, but never have I seen a lady limbo so low. Love is in limbo. Oh, love is in limbo. I don't know why I need that woman so, but never have I seen a lady limbo so low. Yeah. Boy, that was a professional ending.
That was a professional ending, tight as can be.
Best ending of the night.
And folks, don't forget, send in your pictures of
Yeah,
you
that'd be a
doing the
good
limbo. You know, we won't show them on air if you're doing the nude limbo.
You know, and if you like that song, you can get it on Nick Leland's Tales from a Tavern, and you can also get it on Jim Casey's Daylight Straight Ahead album.
Well,
So
all right. I
go
may
to-
buy
go
your
to
album
iTunes
so I can get a copy
and
of
all your other music distributors, and you can find a copy of that song, To Limbo All Night Long.
it. Man, we love to limbo all night long. And Matt, we're going to move on to another little song. Speaking of all night long, this is another song that Nick and I wrote. And we did record this with the Lightning Band. We've recorded it a couple times. Jesse Casey has recorded this. And no, she hasn't. Only us.
Okay.
I forget who records our songs.
I don't even know who
I don't
records
even
it.
know. It's all
There's
over.
so many, Jim.
There are so many, Nick, and that's why
That's
we're
where we
able
make
to.
the big bucks, right?
Why we do make the big bucks, why we can dress in these silk suits that we've ordered, especially from Hong Kong,
Wish.
which you better order your suits quick from Hong Kong.
You might be waiting.
All right, you might take a while to get it. Here's a little song I think you're going to love. It's kind of about that feeling of when you want to get in your old car that you got, roll the windows down, and just take off driving. Takes me back. A song called Midnight in America, written by Nick Leland and Jim Casey.
Nice.
Let's do that again.
Let's do it again. There's a mean moon shining above. There's a cool breeze blowing tonight. I got my baby right beside me in the shotgun seat. My V8's wound up tight. I was raised on American dreams. I was born the year of rock and roll. I got a hot blood in my veins and a fever I can't control. It's 12 o'clock, my top's rolled down. The radio's up and jayhawking screaming, who do you love? And it's midnight, midnight in America. I'm going out into the heart of the night, gonna see what I can see. This is the home of the brave and the land of the free. It's 12 o'clock, the neon lights say, take a chance, let's roll the dice and let the good times roll. And it's midnight, midnight in America. I don't know where my life is going, but my hands are on the wheel. And I may drive all night long, and you know how good it feels when it's midnight. it's midnight in America. It's midnight in America. Midnight, midnight in America. Oh, it's midnight in America. It's midnight in America. It's midnight, midnight in America.
Yeah, Midnight in America. Let's get it on. Speaking of getting it on, here's a little song that Nick wrote all by himself that I really, 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 really love. It's a little song that really fits this corona virus thing because people are having to stay home, try to make fun on their own, and something we haven't done. We're so used to being entertained all the time. And but this is one Nick wrote, and I really love it. It's about making your own life and doing your own vacationing in your backyard. A song of Nick Leland's called Porta Backyarda. I love it. Goes like this.
When money's tight and times are tough and you got to get away, there's a 10-foot fence around the yard. Doesn't matter what the neighbors say. Spend your day on your back porch, light up your tiki torches and take your vacation in Porta Backyarda. Porta Backyarda. My wife's the waitress behind the bar with a no tipping sign. I kick back and I relax. I never have to stand in line. Shut the phone off so I can't be reached. Close my eyes and I dream of a sunny beach. Taking my vacation in Porta Backyarda. Porta Backyarda. Well, I know why people fly away to find paradise. Well, I've got it going on in my backyard. There's always beer on ice. Ain't that nice? The big pool is my ocean and I'm sailing on the sea. I got a little while going on under the stars. It's where I wanna be. Throw your clothes on, nobody's gonna care. Close your eyes, you could be anywhere. Chilling and grilling in Porta Backyarda. Porta Backyarda. Porta Backyarda. In Porta Backyarda.
We'll be naked in your backyard tonight, Nick. I better not let that out. We don't want too big a crowd over there. Well, you know, it's getting down there to the last part of our show, and we try to keep it to an hour show. A couple reminders. Next week, Mr. Bob Hupp will be on our show here next Wednesday, and I'll be on Bob Hupp's show, I think, a week from Friday. Is what we're working up now. We want to keep this entertainment coming. We miss you guys, and we hope you're tuned in. And if you feel like being generous and sending a tip up to the band, well, that'd be great. We've got plenty of ways to do that. Matt will help you with that. And I want to thank Mr. Nick Leland.
Thank you
once
for
again.
having me, Jim. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, Nick. You're a talent, and I always love it. We have so many great stories. Maybe we can just do a story night of an hour on here. I don't know if we get
Story time.
Story time. And there's some funny. Most of them are embarrassing. If one of us messes
Oh,
up
I love that. I
in
love
the band,
that.
we do love that
I love to
embarrassing.
be embarrassed.
We don't want to be embarrassed ourselves, but if somebody in the band messes up, we will keep that story going within ourselves till we're not worried about it anymore. It's a good way to get on with things. Just don't let it bother you. And let's do this little song. We always do a little spiritual song, and we'd like to welcome Mr. Matt Casey. You got anything to tell us?
Well, you know what? I just want to say, don't forget to stick around afterwards. We got some great stuff coming from you, the Vault, and we've got a little Nick Leland Vault coming out tonight. So stick around after the show. We've got some great stuff to play for you.
That means just keep tuned right to our Facebook, and we'll play some unreleased songs you may not have heard that we recorded.
Outtakes.
Outtakes.
B-side.
They
The
might be
B-sides.
the B-side. Is there such a thing as a B-side?
Hell, well, I don't know about anymore.
Back when I was just getting started, I was the king of the B-sides with the
That's
smoke
where
ring.
they always kept me on the B-side.
I was the king of the B-side, and the thing was, if you had the B-side, you got paid for that record as much as the A-side got. You got paid. Yes, sir. And so we were always glad to have the B-side of a big seller. I would take it. Let's do this. Not much of a B-side here. You guys know this song? Sister Rita, we're sending it out to you. We're going to pick up the nuns, take you all out to Petersburg, where our Benedictine sisters first started their monastery out there. And we're going to do this song, sending it out to you like this. Mr. Matt Casey, join us on bass. On the wings of a snow white dove, he sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above. On the wings of a dove, when trouble surrounds us, when evil comes, when the body grows weak, the spirit grows numb. When these things beset us, Lord, He don't forget us. He sends down His love on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow white dove. He sends His pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove. When Noah had drifted on the flood many days, he searched for land in the usual way. When he was done, I don't remember this one. He sent down His love, yes He did, on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow white dove. He sends His pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove. When Jesus went down to the river that day, He was baptized in the usual way. And when it was done. God blessed his son. He sent down his love on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow white dove. He sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove. Everybody, on the wings of a snow white dove, he sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow white dove, he sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove. Yeah, everybody, thank you so much. Mr. Matt Casey, are you still with us? There, somebody must have hung a moon because I heard the audience hollering. We thank you so much for being part of our show tonight. Nick Leland, thank you for being on here.
Thank you. Oops.
Whoa, baby. One of the most talented guys I know. We've got a lot of talent up here in Nebraska, and I want to send out some hellos down there to our buddies down in Mississippi, Jerry Phillips.
Jerry Phillips is there. Hey, Jerry, hey.
And out in California, Jerry Benjamin and
Jerry
Pat
Benjamin.
Wade. Down in Tennessee, Tom Benjamin
Tom Benjamin.
and Sonny George. Sending hate to all you guys, and we look forward to seeing you next week. One of these days, we're going to be live again, and we want you to keep your eyes and ears open. We haven't given up on Nebraska Rocks this year, so we're working on that, and we're going to get live. We're going to be together. We love y'all. We love Nick Leland, Mr.
Thank you,
Matt
Jim.
Casey. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Good
Matt.
night, y'all.
Thank you, Matt.
Stay tuned for the vault.
Goodbye, Mrs. Calabash.
Rolling wheat.
He had the world to gain, but somewhere he lost his soul. He was born into the world, the king of rock and roll. Born into below in a two-room shack. A lily white skin and a voice they thought was black, yeah. There was the time and the place where it all began, in the delta town of Memphis, down in Dixieland, where the Mississippi's brown as a black man's skin. Make a deal with the devil, you know who's gonna win. Hellbound Memphis, hellbound Memphis, hellbound Memphis, hellbound Memphis. He had a fleet of black Cadillac limousines, had more fame than all his wildest dreams. Any woman that he wanted, he could have it any time. For the price of fame, he signed the dotted line. Hellbound Memphis, hellbound Memphis, hellbound Memphis, hellbound Memphis. Well, you can black out can sleep away the day and party all night. Be careful what you dream, son, it might come true. You walk the road of life wearing dead man's shoes. Hellbound Memphis, 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 hellbound Memphis. The old man lived by the tavern, drew his pension from working on the trains. Now the pills ease the pain, clouds up his brain. He doesn't hear the sound of the walls that are tumbling down on the south side of town. And last year they tore down the depot. They said it was old and in the way. And they cleared off the land, covered it with sand, buried my childhood day. Where the depot used to be, there's just a memory of the south side of town. And the walls are tumbling down, and the walls are tumbling down, and the walls are tumbling down on the south side of town. Well, the old man died in his sleep last night. We had drinks to his memory, and the trains have all gone like the railroader's song, reminisced how it used to be. My father, he was the bartender at night on the south side of town. And the walls are tumbling down, and the walls are tumbling down, and the walls are tumbling down on the south side of town.
gonna stay out all night long, looking for a party, whatever's going on. Well, it might be midnight, Lord, it might be 3. If you're looking for a good time, come along with me. And if there ain't a thing going on, we might burn the whole town down. We'll be leaving behind yesterday. I'm walking my blues away. Walking my blues away. Well, I know a place down by the riverside. Well, just throw away your trouble. Come on and walk inside. Man, them making music, singing all night long. It makes you feel so good. You just got to carry on and on. And if there ain't a thing going on, we might burn the whole town down. We'll be leaving behind yesterday. I'm walking my blues away. Walking my blues away. Walking my blues. We'll take it to the city where the bright lights glow. We'll take it to the country where the four winds blow. I'm backing up my trouble. I ain't never looking back.
Don't look back.
But just taking it oh so easy, walking along the tracks. And if there ain't a thing going on, we might burn the whole town down. We'll be leaving behind yesterday. I'm walking my blues away.
Walking my blues away.
Walking my blues away.
Walking my blues.
Hey!
Sally and Bubba made a lovely couple, married wide, upwardly mobile, white-collar jobs, college degrees, living in the lap of the bourgeoisie, the bourgeoisie. Sally told Bubba time slipping away, we might wanna have a kid someday. So they went to the doctor, time was right. They put Sally's fertilized eggs on ice. Put them on ice. But love do is split everything they owned in two. Split it in two. Now it's a battle for embryo. Battle for embryo. Battle for the embryo. They took it to the highest court in the land. They swore on the Bible. They took to the stand. The judge stood up to solve the riddle. Said there ain't no way to split egg down the middle. No, there ain't. Now it's a battle for embryo. 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 Battle for embryo.
I want to be your Facebook friend. I can be whoever you want me to be. 'Cause I want you to like me, to love me, to want me. I'm a narcissistic person. Let me tell you how great I am. I want to tell you how great I am. Won't you be my Facebook friend? Won't you be my Facebook friend? I want to be your Facebook friend. I can be whoever you want me to be. 'Cause I want you to like me, to love me, to want me. I'm a narcissistic person. Let me tell you how great I am. I want to tell you how great I am. I want to be your Facebook friend. I can be whoever you want me to be. 'Cause I want you to like me, to love me, to want me. I'm a narcissistic person. Let me tell you how great I am. I want to tell you how great I am. Won't you be my Facebook friend? Won't you be my Facebook friend? I want to be your Facebook friend. I can be whoever you want me to be. 'Cause I want you to like me, to love me,